Social and political commentary from a Christian male perspective.
Grace and peace, everybody. You saw the thumbnail, you saw the title. So you know what we're going to do. We're going to be looking at some of these protests. So apparently, some of these protesters have been paid to get out there and do the protesting thing. So, or they're ill-informed protesters nonetheless. So let's bring this in. Let's talk about it. Let's go.
It's no surprise that anti-Trump protesters aren't very smart. But footage from the hands-off protests across America over the weekend has exposed just how dumb these demonstrators are. Like this protester who held up a sign berating Trump for being a fascist, but turns out he doesn't even know what a fascist is.
So what makes Trump a fascist? What makes Trump a fascist?
It does things without
Yeah, talk loud. I don't have my mic on.
I'm not really good into interviews.
Sorry?
He just does everything he wants, and not following laws, or he's a convicted felon. That's all I know.
But your sign says he's a fascist, and I'm just curious what makes him a fascist.
And to make matters worse, when asked why he was at the protest, he simply said, because he saw people hanging out.
Oh, okay. So what brings you guys out here today?
Just because I saw people were hanging out with people from...
Same thing as everyone else, executive overreach.
Online commentators were in hysterics over the footage, with this person saying they're soliciting mentally ill and mentally inept people to protest for things they know nothing about. Democrats are the bane of America. And it seems like the organizers couldn't secure the numbers they were hoping for, so they decided to bus in Islamist protesters dressed in full garb to the Washington, D.C. protest. Shockingly, there was such little interest in the protests, the organizers were forced to pay people to march.
I was one of the paid protesters at the April 5th liberal protests. And so I just wanted to come on and talk about my experience, what I had to do to get paid, and how much I got paid. So there were two kind of parts to it. The first was obviously just showing up. They gave me like a time and a place and told me to look for a girl with blue hair and a nose ring, which I thought would be really hard because I thought everyone was going to look like that. But luckily, she was the only one. It was really easy to find her. So yeah, that was good. I checked in. They told you that you couldn't wear anything MAGA. They also asked you not to wear red. So I just wore a black t-shirt and jeans. And yeah, I checked in, and then they said just go on the march. And then at the end, there would be a questionnaire to answer.
And these Elon Musk
I wonder how
were left
much got paid.
speechless after being asked to explain
wild.
why the billionaire is a Nazi.
What? This is Elon Musk. Supposed to be Elon, right? What makes him a Nazi?
Well, did you see his Hitler salute? His Hitler salute.
All right. Anything else? Anything else?
Well,
His background, if you go study his personal history, which is really interesting, you'll see for yourself what his history reveals about himself and who he is and what he believes, and it comes from a lot of his family.
But this is him giving this is painting him as a Nazi. I'm just curious, what makes him a Nazi?
Your face is associated with that.
Right? Yeah.
well, he's pretty self-declared that by his salutes.
He self-declared himself as a Nazi? I don't think so.
Well,
that's Elon Musk doing the Hitler salute, right?
You know what? I like the way this guy who's asking the questions, shout out to him. He just asks the questions and he leaves that awkward pause and just lets it remain awkward. I think that's key because it really allows people to think about what they're saying. Just my observation.
Right? That's what that's supposed to be.
And this young
This one
protester
was
had
rough.
a lot of opinions for someone who self-proclaims as politically unengaged.
15.
Yeah, I just turned 15.
And are you feel like you're politically engaged?
Not much, but more than I want to be. I feel like it's not, do you want right wing or left wing? It's, do you want a good government or a country that's in ruins, like, or a world in ruins? Like, it's not about your ideals anymore. It's about, do you care about yourself? Do you care about the government? Do you care about people? Yeah.
Is there anything that you know about that this government is doing that particularly gets under your skin?
I think kind of firing all of the government workers, because the government can't do its job. And I bet some of those government workers aren't coming back.
And this woman realized she shot herself in the foot with her sign a little too late. And as well as not knowing what they're protesting about, the demonstrators showcase downright bizarre behavior.
Don't touch me!
I didn't touch you for nothing.
You touched me! Don't touch me!
You want some money? He's touching him.
Get someone around these people, please.
Walk around them, circle.
Elbows!
Easy, easy.
Elbows!
Easy,
Elbows!
easy.
No.
Easy.
You're not here to.
Wait.
You're not here for the protest.
Whoa.
Police!
What? Get the police. What did I do?
Don't feed the trolls.
No. Get them.
Elbows around.
Elbows
Don't
around.
feed the
Holy
trolls.
cow. Don't let me go.
And this colorful character.
This is weird too.
Hey friends, I just passed the Dunkin Donuts, which is the most vague possible location I could possibly give you in Massachusetts. But besides being near a Dunkin Donuts, which places me somewhere in Massachusetts, I mentioned I'm at the Hands Off Boston March, and it is the slowest march I have ever been in, and I could not be more happy about that.
That was super strange. I just want to go over a couple of those weird protest stories, and I'm sure there's more of them. There's actually a video of a young man outlining how they were paid and how the company that actually does the paying. Let me real quick bring that in. All right, let's bring this in real quick. It's a short. It's pretty quick to the point. Bring this in for us right here. Let's give that brother a little bit of space. Jason, let's give him some room.
We finally got them to admit that they are paying protesters to show up to their rallies. And if you don't believe me, check it out.
You sleep at night. I would not do your job. I do not like it. So people can literally call your company and get a bunch of paid actors, if you will, to stand up there, hold signs, and scream on the street corner, because that's what your company does.
Number one, it's not actors. We're providing activists who are truly engaged with the cause, right?
But are they? I just showed you a video of a guy going, I don't even know why I'm here. They got signs and they got sheets and they said, go say this and talk to cameras and hold signs.
It's challenging for them to get sufficient turnout to a lot of these events, compensating people, just like, Dan, you're compensated for hosting your program. These are your real views on this program, but you're compensated.
I am, but I don't pay my viewers to watch me. So
Right.
I love the fact that I can go on the street corner and say whatever the hell I want, a grievance against my government, or call my neighbor or whatever I want, because that's America. But I don't like that companies try to stage it all and hire people and set it up. It should be organic. The American people should want to come out, get on their soapbox, my show, I'm talking. They should come out and want to gather together and say, here's the cause I'm sticking up for. But you see, guys like you and the bureaucrats and the folks in DC love stirring up the pot between us Americans. And so you pay people to do this, and you make a scene look bigger than it really is. You make an issue bigger than it truly is. And so I don't like your business. I'm going to end it there, but I appreciate you coming back on.
We finally got them to
All
admit
right.
that they are paying.
So I thought that was interesting, man. I'll be digging a little bit more into this, because I've always thought that they were paid actors and paid performers and such like that, paid protesters. So let's find out a little bit more. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Please, down in the comments, let me know what you think. Maybe you know more about it. Drop me some links. Let me know about more stories pertaining to these paid protesters, because I do think there's something there. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. I appreciate you rocking with me. And until next time, everybody, grace and peace.